everybody. Welcome back to story time. Our stories today are about crocodiles. There we go. All right. So my first story, I have to get him out of the way so you can see the book, is called Counting Crocodiles. So on an island in the middle of the silly bobbled sea lived a clever little monkey in a sour lemon tree. She ate lemons boiled and fried, steamed, sautéed, pureed, and dried. She ate lemons till she cried, "I'm all puckered up inside." Have you ever eaten a lemon before? I love lemonade though. Then across that sea so wide, a banana tree she spied. "How delectable," she sighed. "I would love to take a trip across the syllabubble sea and carry back a stack of sweet bananas from that tree." See how far that tree is? And there's the monkey and her friends. The syllabubble crocodiles thought they were truly cool, and they looked upon those waters as their private swimming pool. They appeared to be quite vicious, feasting fearlessly on fishes. Let me make sure it's in this page. Yep. Okay, sorry. But the monkey was suspicious, and the bananas looked delicious. So she climbed atop her tree and cried, "I wonder, are there more crocodiles in the sea or monkeys on the shore?" You see something? See? All those little eyes? Those are all crocodiles. One crusty croc who chanced to hear her snorted. "It could not be clearer that lurking just below the waves are crocodiles galore. Why, head to tail, we'd reach across the sea," the reptile roared. With those words, he disappeared into the dark and salty sea and brought back his entire crocodilian family. "Just look at us. I have a hunch you've never seen a bigger bunch. Later, be our guest for lunch. We're all lined up and waiting, monkey. Will you count us, please?" She counted one crocodile with a great big smile, 2 crocs resting on rocks, 3 crocs rocking in a box, 4 crocs building with blocks. Here's the crocodiles rocking in a box, and there the crocodiles are building with blocks. 5 crocs tickling a fox, 6 crocs with pink mohawks. There they are tickling that fox, and there they are with the mohawks. Do you know what comes next? We're up to 6, so what comes after 6? 7, yes. 7 crocs juggling clocks, 8 crocs in polka dot socks. That's not easy to say. Nine crocs, with Chicken pox. That's not good. And 10 crocs dressed as Goldilocks. There they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The crocodiles were dancing and cavorting in the slime. Impatiently they asked, "How many of us did you find?" With her mouth full of bananas, the monkey scolded, "Mind your manners. Line up now, crocodiles. I need to count you one more time." She counted 10 crocodiles dressed as Goldilocks. Of course, the 9 crocs with chicken pox. 8 crocs in polka dot socks, 7 crocs juggling clocks, 6 crocs with pink mohawks, 6 crocs tickling a fox, 5 crocs tickling a fox, 4 crocs building with blocks, 3 crocs rocking in a box, and 2 crocs resting on rocks. And 1 croc with a great big smile. But look what she's got. As the monkey jumped ashore and scurried up her lemon tree, the crocs below cried out, "How many then are we?" "Tell us now," the crocs all howled. "Just enough," the monkey scowled. "Just enough to make a bridge across the Syllabobble sea, but not enough to catch a clever monkey like me." Sorry, crocs. You lose. See, and not only does she have her lemon tree still, she brought back some bananas, and she even brought back a banana tree so she can grow her own bananas. All right. Now my next story is called The Crocodile Who Didn't Like Water. Once upon a time, there was a little crocodile. And this little crocodile didn't like water. He longed to play with his brothers and sisters, but they were far too busy with swim club. And this little crocodile didn't like swim club. What he really liked was climbing trees. But nobody else did. It was lonely having nobody to play with, so the little crocodile made a decision. He had saved up his money from the tooth fairy, and he knew exactly what to buy with it. The next afternoon, he took his new swim ring over to the water. Today he would play with his brothers and sisters. There he is. But he couldn't play ball or swim underwater. And although climbing the ladder was fun, he just didn't want to jump. But he didn't want to be alone, so he decided to try one last time. One, two, are you counting with me? 2.5. 3, splosh, glug, help. The little crocodile definitely hated water. It was cold, it was wet, and it was embarrassing. But then something strange happened. His nose began to tickle, and the tickle grew, and grew, and grew, until... Achoo! This little crocodile didn't like water because he wasn't a crocodile at all. Can you guess what he was? Do you remember our stories a couple weeks ago? He was a dragon. And this little dragon wasn't born to swim. He was born to breathe fire. And he was born to fly. The end. Okay, now we'll do a little action rhyme. We have our alligator nearby. Okay. And all you have to do is clap your hands. Okay? And we're going to sing, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream, ah! Okay. We're going to do that one more time. There, we'll have the crocodile watch you. Okay, there we go. Ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to scream, ah! I don't want to scream too loud because they might come running. All right. My last story is called Solomon Crocodile. Here we go. All is peaceful on the banks of the river. Everyone is relaxing in the morning sun until, ready? Dun dun. What's that? Uh-oh. Here comes trouble. Solomon splats and slops through the mud to make the frogs jump. But the frogs croak, "Go away, Solomon, you're nothing but a pest." They weren't scared of him. They just were annoyed by him. So Solomon shakes the bulrushes and bugs the dragonflies. But the dragonflies sing, "Go away, Solomon, you're nothing but a nuisance." Solomon decides to stalk the storks. They get in a flap. "Go away, Solomon," the storks squawk. "You're nothing but a pain." Out of the corner of his eye, Solomon spies the biggest hippo in the river. This could be the best fun yet, he thinks. What do you think? Solomon charges. "Solomon!" roars the biggest hippo. "Go away, you're nothing but trouble." Poor Solomon. No one wants to play. But then Solomon hears a noise. Somebody is making the frogs jump. Somebody is bugging the dragonflies, and somebody has the storks in a flat, but it is not Solomon. Somebody is getting nearer and nearer. Snap! Uh-oh, here comes double trouble. 2 crocodiles. And that's the end. Even if I can't turn the page, it's the end. Sorry. So those are my crocodile stories. And I'm very proud of myself because I don't think I said alligator once, so good for me. All right, so we're going to do our crocodile craft, okay? And so let me get it together so I can show you. Here we go. This is it, right here, and then you open it up like that, okay? If you haven't picked up the kit yet, you can still pick it up till 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then you can make it when you take it home, okay? The hardest part is cutting, okay? And so, of course, you probably want to have a grown-up help you with the cutting because there's lots of ins and outs. And the hardest part of all was the teeth. But I've come up with another solution. So, first thing you do is, oops, I find all my pieces, sorry. This is what comes in the kit, this paper right here, and it tells you to color the shape first and then to cut out the shapes, okay? And along with that, you get this, you get 2 popsicle sticks, you get some glue, and you get some glue dots, okay? All right, so then I started coloring this one, and when I did this one, I did it with colored pencils, but then I started to use the colored markers, and so I'm just going to color it a little bit, okay? You can see. And with the other one, I decided I didn't want an all green crocodile, so I gave that crocodile pink polka dots. Nothing ever goes right. And this one I decided to make them all different colors of the rainbow. So I have red and orange and yellow, and of course green, which I dropped. But then, let's see what comes after that. Blue, I can color up here, and right here, we'll do this one blue. And then purple up here, even though it's the back of the crocodile. And then you just start all over again with red. And orange. Okay. And then you cut it out, okay? Now, like I said, I had a hard time with the teeth, but I did do it. But then I came up with another way of doing the teeth, okay? So there's lots of blank paper here. You can just use some of that, okay? And you don't need that much. And so then what you do is you cut however you want to put it. V's, E, it might have made mine a little too big, but we'll work with what we got. Okay, so there you go. And then you just cut it off right there, and you cut it off right there, and then you don't need all of that. So then you cut some of that off, and then what you're going to do with this is instead of cutting out in between all the teeth, you cut the teeth out. Just almost there. Okay, see, I took the teeth out. And then you get your glue stick, or whatever glue you're using, not the glue dots. The glue dots are used for something else, okay? And you just add a little bit of glue. And of course, this probably would be all cut out. And you put it on the back side. Trying to figure out where they would go. Just so the teeth themselves are showing, not that one piece. See how it's on there? Hopefully I put enough glue on it to stick. And then you go, it's like that. And I'll show you what I did one earlier. And then you do the same thing for the bottom, and then you have those kind of teeth. Okay? Then you take your paper here, and you do, I'm using my ruler, but you don't have to, it's just easier for me. And you take it, okay, you line it up, and you fold it over like that. And that just helps me to get started, okay? And you know what I always say, make your fold tight, okay? And then you turn it the other way, and you fold it that way. So you just go back and forth until you finish it all together. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And usually with this piece, ooh, this time I think it worked out perfectly. Okay, so then you're going to have your one piece of your crocodile, and this will all be cut out. And you put your glue dots, I gave you 4, so you put 2 on each popsicle stick at the top, and then you put another one underneath, okay? And I'm just going to go ahead and show you. And then you want to make sure that the popsicles, the glue dots are on the paper, okay? And then you can glue this side to over here, okay? Like that. I'll show you the original. Okay, you just glue that on. This to the back of the crocodile, almost. And then you do it to the other side. Now, you might have to cut a little bit of that off, as you can see that I did, so that it doesn't show on that side, okay? But that's just like a real crocodile. They start off bigger and they get smaller as they go, the tail goes on. And then it would be folded up so that you can show your family. Okay, ready? There you go. And there's the crocodile. Hope you have fun with it. Like I said, you can still pick up your craft kit between 11 and 4 o'clock. I believe it's 11 o'clock now, so call us and come and get your craft kit. There's a limited supply, so it's first come, first serve. So if you get here and get one in time, then great. I got the chance to talk to Michaela and Jacob last week when they called for our book bundles. We have some nice book bundles. We have trees, dance and yoga, pirates, music. I'm trying to remember the other ones. But they have fiction and nonfiction books. So they're fun stories that are make-believe, or the nonfiction books are actual true things about trees or pirates. And then it comes with a little kit of stuff, activities that you can do. So it should keep you busy for a while and get you into more books, okay? And don't forget, if you're in 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten, I read 3 books, so you can include those in your 1,000 Books Before Kindergarten. And if you haven't signed up for it, you can sign up for it online. And let me see what else. Oh, I also, last week I got to talk to Michaela and Jacob because they called about the book bundles, and then I got to see Jacob when he came to pick up his book bundle. That was nice. We just sort of waved at each other. And I also got to see his pictures online that he sent of him making his hat from last week's story time. He did a great job, a lot better than I did with the pom-poms because I didn't keep mine on long enough for the glue to dry. And then I also got to see Charlotte's tie-dye dragon from when we did our dragon stories. and it was really nice too. All right, you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next week. And next week's craft will be able to be picked up. I might be giving you too much information. Today you can still pick up the crocodile and do that, and then on Friday and Monday between 11 and 4 you can pick up the craft kit for the craft for next Tuesday's story time. I'll see you then. Take care. If I can turn this off.